I want to bring one back that if I can find it real quick.
All right.
Where is it?
Always up for down memory lane.
Right.
Shit, we told 400 stories about memory lane last week in Don's room.
Oh, yeah.
I was whispering.
Right.
You were telling stories, and meanwhile, they kept cutting you off. That was driving me nuts. That you'd be telling a story. They'd ask you to tell the story. You would tell the story. And mid telling the story, they'd be like, so do you think Don's ready to go? Like, let him finish the fucking story. Did you not notice that?
Yes.
I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. Listen to the story you asked for.
Right. Well, I think there was a lot of nervous energy.
Yeah, I think so too.
Everybody was nervous.
Dude, do you think Don watched this fucking movie too?
Right.
And then they were whispering about shit that no one should ever whisper about. Is that Hugh Jackman? Is that Hugh Jackman in this movie? Right? We were watching, what were we watching? Wolverine or some shit?
Yeah, something like that.
And literally the whisper started, what's that guy's name? It's Hugh something, isn't it? And then your sister followed right back like, yeah, Hugh Jackman. That's who that is. Oh, okay, good. What are you fucking whispering about?
Because they didn't know what to do.
Are you afraid Don's going to be upset that you're talking about fucking Wolverine?
Right.
You know, when he brought us up to the room to watch TV?
Sure.
I mean, that was what he said. He said, come up to the room and watch TV.
Right. So funny.
Was.
I just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Just like we're like hanging out in this room. And
yeah. And meanwhile, if there's any way to make the guy that invited you more fucking uncomfortable than whispering, I don't think there's a single way you could make him feel more uncomfortable. They could have made Don feel more uncomfortable. Do you?
Well, I'm sure that he's used to that.
Maybe so, but I mean, of all the things, when you treat him like a fucking goof, then they feel uncomfortable.
Right.
You just got to be like, hey, what's up, man? Cool. I'm going to sit here and watch this.
Yeah.
You were drinking the girl's wine. You were just having a good old time.
Yeah, but I've known Don for 20 years, though, so that wasn't like a big deal to me.
It wasn't to be either. I was just like, whatever. Hey, what's up? You know? Said hi to Don. Said hi to John. Said hi. Introduced myself to Mick. Went on my way. Just enjoyed, took some video and some pictures, and had a good time.
So how did you like Mick's blonde hair?
Dude, what is that? What is that?
So,
I don't even know what color you would call that. That's not blonde.
it was like almost white to where it was so blonde it was white.
Yeah, that was like fucking somebody shit snow on his head.
He was like, I live with my dad and he's got totally white hair, so now I know what I'm going to look like when I get to be his age.
Got news for you, Mick. You're starting to look that way already, my friend.
Did you hear what he said to me when I walked outside?
What?
He looked at me and he goes, he's like, holy shit, dude. He said, you never age. You look the same.
Yeah.
You look the same now as you did when I met you. He says, did you make a pact with the devil or something? He's like, I'm gonna keep an eye on you.
Dude, did you hear I don't know if it's what was really said on stage, but did you hear him trying to tell Teresa what he and Don were saying about her when she was bringing him a drink on the stage?
Yes.
That fucking guy had me in tears, man.
He's funny.
He is really funny.
He's a nut.
He just kept going on. He's like, yeah, Don said you're a whore.
Right.
Yeah, Don said you're a whore. And she tried to play it off.
Sure.
Because she was, I guess, there to bang Don or whatever. And she was like, well, I'll just be Don's whore. And he was like, well, that's not what he was saying. I was fucking rolling. He just got her, like, I guess they know each other for years.
Oh, anyway. Yeah. Well, Teresa's, to be honest with you, I met Teresa the first time I met Don.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
So she's his Cleveland wife.
More or less. More or less. But, she lives in Detroit, though.
Oh, whatever. I've seen her here several times.
Well, yeah, because it's within 2 to 3 hour driving,
Right. Well, but what I'm saying is that she's like part of the circle.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
If she showed up in any city, she's backstage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because she's in the inner circle. But man, oh man, Mick was killing her. I mean, killing her in a way that even I would feel uncomfortable killing, like Stephanie.
Sure.
I was like, God damn, that's some harsh shit.
Yeah.
And keep doing it, Mick, please. She got me rolling.
Yeah, he was definitely in rare form.
He was holding court, man. It was great.
Yeah. Nice. Well, I want to take a quick break here, and then I want to get into some of our topics.
Oh, we have topics?
Well, I have a couple, and I know that you definitely have a few.
Oh, is there something to talk about?
Yeah, well, being it was a slow news week and all.
All right, well, maybe we can find, maybe while you're getting your drink, I'll do some Googling. Maybe I can find something that happened this week in the news.
I'm sure you could probably come up with, I don't know, maybe one or two things to talk about.
Yeah, maybe 5-10 good minutes of topics.
Sure.
I think I could probably find that.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I'm looking for a specific song here.
Look at Jackal One. Indian Tales!
Well, I do have some, but that'll just depend on if we can actually get to it or not.
Yeah, who knows? Or we could tell one out of the break.
Well, we could.
We don't have to end with Indian Tales.
That is true as well. But usually when I get into Indian Tales, it kind of goes on a little bit longer.
Okay, well, whatever. Makes my life easier if we don't have so much to cut up.
That is true as well. I noticed that the last show that you cut up, you really cut it up.
Yeah, I cut a bunch of shit up.
Yeah, you went really, really minuscule with some of the segments.
Yeah, and I don't like doing that. It was I don't know what I was thinking that day. I would like to get back to like 12 to 15 clips.
Yeah, because you were cutting them down to like 4 to 5 minutes, and I was just like, holy cow, really?
Yeah, I don't like to do 4 to 5 minutes, but sometimes the topic is so shifted from, the next thing that's like 15 minutes long.
Sure.
That I don't want to just leave it, because then it doesn't make sense to the title.
Right.
So, it goes back and forth. Truthfully, it's how awake I am. If I get up at 8 a.m, it's usually fucking barely cut. And if I get up at like 9:30, then it gets cut to death. Really depends on how much sleep I get. Look at Nathan play some fag tunes.
Some fag tunes.
Udo or Halford.
Yeah, he twittered that to me earlier today.
Don't we have some gangster fag laying around somewhere?
I'm sure I could find some.
I think we should end the show with that. In honor of the new law.
Sure.
Yeah, we have to celebrate that, don't we?
Right.
I'm flying my rainbow on my Facebook.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
I am. I have a rainbow header with a picture of the two guys from Brokeback Mountain, and it just says America.
America.
Right? I'm celebrating the law. Aren't you?
No.
You didn't change your Twitter picture?
I did not.
To, make it a gay profile picture? Dude, you got to get on that.
I'm not doing it.
Come on.
Nope.
Should I do it for you?
No.
I'll grab your picture and I'll gay it up for you.
Gay it up.
Oh, well, that's what it is now. That's nothing to laugh about. That's the norm in this country.
Sure.
I'll give it a little fagging.
No.
No, you don't want me to fag it up a little bit?
No, I'm afraid not.
All right. Hater.
Well, I guess you could probably call me that.
Bigot. Hate monger. Believe me, as bad as I went yesterday on Facebook, I got called everything in the book and had a ball doing it. All right, play some music. All
right, I'm going to play a Dokken tune here. I'm going to play a B-side from the Race the Slate import.
All right.
Upon Your Lips.
Oh, nice.
All right, we're going to play a couple songs. We'll be right back, and then we'll get into it. So here it is. It's Dokken exclusively here.
On your classic metal show.